All right, we are back, and with last-minute shopping on the top of many people's minds, it's easy to overspend this holiday season. Financial advisor Donna Skeel-Seigan is here to help us understand why we overspend and how to avoid it. Thanks for being here.
You're welcome. It's great to be in Kansas City.
Yeah, tell us about what we should be keeping in mind as we go to buy holiday gifts this year.
Well, December is a really dangerous time, and we can stay on a budget all year long and then kind of blow it in December. So the key is to know really what we want to buy and who we need to buy for. And then I'm a huge fan of not buying gifts for everyone and spending the money on experiences instead, because psychology research shows us that buying more things does not make us happier, but those experiences with friends and family do make us happier.
Like going somewhere, going on a trip, things like that?
There's lots of things. It could be going to the museum together, going to the zoo, going to a holiday concert. It could be baking cookies together, and then everybody goes home with a variety of cookies. I've got a friend who does that. Could be almost anything, but it's really giving the gift of time to those that you love. And someone told me recently that they asked their kids and grandkids what gifts they got for Christmas last year, and they couldn't remember one.
Could not remember a single gift?
And so those gifts that we tend to buy, you know, we fall into this frenzy of the holiday season. We need to take a step back, be very deliberate, and think, you know, what would I really like to do? What is more aligned with my values? And spending time with my friends and family, rather than spending a lot of money and ending up with a credit card bill in January that we wish we didn't have.
That's a good point. That really puts it in perspective that kids don't remember what they got last Christmas. Keep that in mind. So what are some of the things we can do besides buying experiences or not spending as much on gifts? What else can we do to control the budget?
Well, one thing is that the new year's coming, and I'm so excited about the new year because it gives everyone a chance to get on track and take control of their finances. And so the first step is to actually figure out how much you're saving right now, and then work to increase that and make it automatic. So that's one of my tips in terms of taking control and not letting the holiday season kind of take control of us. We need to stay in charge, realize that the stress of the holiday can be pretty enormous, and so let's find some downtime. Let's spend time, really rich time with friends and family, and kind of look at old-fashioned financial values.
How do you do that year-round, though?
Well, one way would be to say, okay, we want to take a vacation. That time is really important, but we don't need an elaborate vacation. You know, it may be to a state park nearby. It could be a weekend trip or a day trip. It's deciding that you may not need any new clothing for the next 3 months. You have plenty of clothing, and that money can be redirected to savings, or that expensive cell phone package, or that cable TV package. Those are things that have actually slipped into our budgets in the last few years that we didn't even used to have. So it's really being very deliberate, paying attention, and making some changes so that more money can go towards savings and financial security.
Quickly, you have your book and your website. Tell us about that.
The website is joyoffinancialsecurity.com. It is full of tools. We have loaded it to try to make it very useful. So if somebody would go to the resources tab and then the tools tab, they'll find a chart for figuring out how much you're saving, figuring out your net worth, how to have a conversation with your kids about money, all kinds of good tools.
Good ideas.